First of all, I want to thank you for coming here for our second presentation of Google Ads at YIC. Before that, we want to share with you some of the CIS plans and vision for Smart Campus at YIC. So we want to share this, then we'll go into Google Ads. So many boxes in here, but the objective and the goal is to read the top 10 YIC Smart Campus. And actually, we've been working on for almost now 4 months. And this is like a 2 to 3 year plan until we reach our objectives up there. So I'm going to start from the bottom over here, which we already have a college. It might not be clear, but bear with me. It's the college internet and the student loan internet and some hotspot will be installed on campus. We're already working on this. In April 11, we'll receive the first building at the student dorms. But that will be wireless as well. It will be included up to the house and on campus. So that will be fully Wi-Fi wireless. For our college internet, hopefully that will be done by next week. Monday, to be exact, we're going to have a full 10 megabytes for our staff and faculty, which will be during the working hours 15 megas. So we're going to spare another 5 mega from the student house. So this will be taking us to the internet connectivity and campus. So that will be one of the big projects we work on. The second part, which complements our network stations, is the infrastructure. Our network infrastructure, we already planned and we already contacted the vendors to replace all the infrastructure at YIC. That included cabling, switches, either edge switches or core switches. So that will lead us, hopefully, within a 3-month term, to be having fully internet and network on campus. The second issue here, which is accessibility. Accessibility is split into 2 main projects, which is data access and physical access. So what do you mean by data access? Any students or staff on campus will be able to access the data from anywhere on campus, either by having a CIS, which is a self-service station, and this will be implemented at campus very soon, by starting with 15 to 16 machines over here. And the other type of access, which is going to be across your portal, which we're already working on, and it will be phasing out according to the plans over there. The physical access is going to be having your card, a smart card for each student, employee, staff, and you will be able to access any physical location that you are eligible to, including the parking space. So by implementing it up to this phase, and by the way, the red line means the end of the phase. So that phase 1, 2, 3. So in the end, any party at YIC will have 2 types of identity. The card that will enable you to access the username and password that will enable you to do all the services online. The other part, which we are in charge of different services, which we split it into 2, communications and the e-library. In communication, we have 2 projects, which is called the Sign Edge. Simply Sign Edge is multiple screens and cameras, so that any messages you want to send to students, faculty, staff, it will be displayed among all campus. And the second part, which is the email services, and this is what we're going to talk about today, which is introducing Google Apps. If you look at the 2 boxes here, those are our continuous work, which you may, people may not realize that. So it's called, this is in-house development, which is going to be reflected in every single application. So that's the application development. And so far, we've done with the scheduling system. And maybe some of your departments, they start now entering the courses and the data for next semester. Admission system, we already upgrade this admission system and was submitted to the student affairs. Registration system also has been changed. And we are working now on the final stages of e-learning environment. And we are introducing Moodle, and hopefully after you come after the break, we'll have another session here, a presentation about Moodle. And the other part here, which is the web development, which is also a continuous improvement project, which will include every service that we introduce in Canvas. It's included there until we reach in the end to our objective, which is a single sign-on website. When you just sign on once, you get all your services. So that's exactly the projects and the objectives of CIS department. We just want to share that with you. And coming back to our presentation today, which is the Google Apps. Actually, we're not introducing it, we're already using it. So we find out that this is a good chance to give you some exposure to some of the features that actually is there. Basically, it's the email services. It's simply a Gmail services, exactly. I mean, how we're using it there. We do have, is that the documents already or? Yeah, that's the documents, website services as well, your calendar, which you can share it or invite people to a meeting, which can reflect exactly in your calendars. Talk, which is market communications. You can have audio meetings or talking or chatting with neighbors at YRC. And this is the profiles. So it's which I really encourage you. What
I'm doing, I want to leave this empty chairs. Without that, I want to catch.
I look at that guy, I said, oh, no, I know his name, and he's, for example, the meat department or anything. So that will help us actually to interact and have a social life at campus. So I'll leave you with Mr. Ali. He will give you brief introduction to one of those, all those features. Then in the end, Mr. Ali will give you a live demo.
My part in this presentation is to present and define Google Apps services. So the first part here, what is Google